Good morning, everybody. I'm just going to share with you a Bible verse today and a couple of thoughts, and I hope that it's an encouragement for you. So in Matthew chapter 6 verse 30 it says, from the New Living Translation, "And if God cares so wonderfully for wildflowers that are here today and thrown into the fire tomorrow, he will certainly care for you. Why do you have so little faith?" And the reason I'm sharing this verse with you today is because I have been really dwelling on it this last week and been really challenged by it. So many of you will know that I'm a nurse, and I've been a nurse for 20 years. I've had loads of experience. I've had lots of different jobs, and I've got lots of different skills. At the moment, I'm doing kind of ad hoc shifts on a nurse bank for one of the hospitals local to here. And for now, that's what I need to do. It kind of fits around family life and work and the current bizarre circumstances. But honestly, it's not something that I love to do. For lots and lots of reasons, and lots of them are things that God's working on with me. And for lots of very NHS challenging related reasons, but the big factor for me is just the unknown. And this nature of this kind of work is that essentially you sign up for a department to go to do a shift, but you could get put anywhere that they need you at the time when you arrive. And for me, that is a massive challenge. It is not something that I thrive on. Some people, particularly my husband, thrive on being given new and different challenges and the unknown, but not so much for me. This last weekend I had a shift booked, and I haven't had one for a little while, just with the kids being home and home learning and things like that. But I'd booked, and I was really struggling with the thought of it coming up, as I have for a few of them, and it was really taking over everything and affecting how I was with the kids and the family. So I did a lot of calling on three amazing women in my life that I know would have just stood by me and encouraged and supported me, and they definitely did that. And they messaged and they prayed, and it was like they were kind of coming into the shift with me when I went to work. Same with my family as well. You know, my kids are so amazing at prayers. They're so amazing at prayers. So that was great. So I knew that I had a backup as I went into work, but I was still pretty nervous. Long story short, God was all over that night shift. I arrived, one of my friends actually works there. She's a doctor, and she managed to pop onto the board where I was 10 minutes into my shift and was just a friendly face. Couldn't give her a hug, but she just gave me some encouragement just seeing her. Within 20 minutes of being at work, I had somebody come to do some training with me on a new system that was coming into place, and I was really concerned about not being able to use that and how that would be for the nurses that I was working with if I couldn't. So that was amazing. And then the whole night shift was amazingly calm. I got to actually chat to the patients, talk to a lady that was having a really tough time, and actually listen and talk to her and nurse properly. And the whole of the night was really calm. I was on a ward with significantly fewer patients than normal, which is completely unheard of at the moment. So that was just amazing. And the other thing was that I was working with another amazing nurse, and it turned out that her name was Mercy. So I was working this shift with Mercy, and I'm called Grace. So Mercy and Grace working together through this night shift. And I just prayed so hard that God would be kind and gentle and merciful. And there he was. He just gave me mercy the whole night. And even more amazing, she was called Mercy. She was also a Christian. So God just showed up in every way possible on that night. He knew I needed it, and he did it. But on my way home, I was really challenged by this verse. And just to think that, gosh, God cares so amazingly for the wildflowers. So why do we doubt that he cares for us just as much? And this shift just showed me how much God cares. He cared for every single little detail. He could have done one of those things and that would have been amazing, but he was just all over it, and much more aside that I haven't shared. Now, I'm not saying that God is going to show up so mightily and it be so straightforward and almost idyllic. The shift was amazing. I'm not saying that that's going to be the case every time, but it was just God's way of reassuring me and reminding me to have faith. So I just want to encourage you this week. What are your circumstances? Are you feeling anxious or worried or like God doesn't care? Because he really, really does. Just ask him to show you. Have a great day.